Shank Rock is the wave of the future. The diagrams that I have up, where did this go wrong at?
Remember, we didn't know this happened to her.
Oh. That's how they figured out she was pregnant.
Around 3 o'clock that morning, I got random text messages and it was just pictures of her and the other little girl. I thought it was strange.
Some of y'all might say, who is Shank Rock? Shank Rock is black media. Well, what is black media? Black media is all about allowing black people to be themselves first. It's not about race. It's not about religion. It's not about politics. It's about doing what's right. It's about holding those that needs to be held accountable to be held accountable. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. I'm not clout chasing, but I got a story to tell. The Letraveya Jefferson story. Now, I do have Letraveya backstage, and I will be bringing her up to join us. Now, you all know that my platform is open for everyone, regardless of race, religion, political views, or gender, regardless if they are the victim or if they are one of the ones that perpetrated a crime or a heinous act towards a victim. My platform is available to everyone to tell their story. Salute to the chat. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to my moderators. Now, when I talked to Trey, you know, she was a little nervous, but I assured her that she would be just fine, and regardless of her story deserves to be told. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Trey up. I'm gonna call it Trey because y'all know I will mess up the name. Can you hear me, Trey?
I can hear you. I'm nervous. I can hear you. Yes.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know. I just never done nothing like this before.
Okay. Well, what I want to do is I want to play one of your videos. It's actually part 2. I wasn't able to find part 1. So
okay,
let's start with part 2.
Before I go any further, this story involves violence, loss, and the child welfare system. If this is triggering for you, please protect your peace and scroll. So after my mom was unalive, everything went silent, but also chaotic at the same time. The man who did it was my children's father, and not long after the police unalived him to life as I knew it. I was grieving, I was in shock, I was barely breathing. But instead of support, the system showed up. My children were taken from me during the worst moment of my life, not because I didn't love them, not because I didn't want them, but because trauma doesn't look put together. I wasn't allowed to fall apart. I wasn't allowed to grieve loudly. I wasn't allowed to be human. Every decision I made after that came from pain, fear, and survival mode. And those decisions would later be used against me. People love to ask, why didn't you just do better? But nobody asks what happens when your entire world collapses overnight. This is the part of the story nobody prepares you for, and this isn't even the end. Part 3 is where everything changes. So this is one of the last posts that my mom was able to make before she was unalive. Um, maybe she knew, maybe she had a feeling. It's kind of like, she did not fear. She knew where she was going.
Lauderdale police officers say they were forced to fire when a murder suspect started shooting at them first. Officers had pulled over that suspect and were trying to get him out of the car when the bullets started flying.
And we're now hearing from a friend of the man who was killed, as well as his ex-girlfriend, whose mother he is accused of murdering. Local 10's Terrell Fournay is live with this twisted web. Terrell.
Well, the parking lot of this strip mall near Sunrise Boulevard and Powerline is where police cornered and ultimately killed that suspect. We learned today that officers believe that he had at least 2 handguns and he used one of them. Shattered car windows and several vehicles riddled with bullets. The scene paints a violent encounter between a murder suspect and Fort Lauderdale police, one that would end with the death of 31-year-old Ditatius Mobley.
I definitely hold him responsible for the death of my mom, and he should have been held accountable for his actions, not killed.
Letraveya Jefferson is Mobley's ex-girlfriend and mother to his 3 kids. She showed up to the shooting scene this afternoon in tears. We've learned Mobley had been on the run since January, accused of killing Letraveya's mother, Bernice Jefferson, during a family dispute.
She had her back turned. She didn't know.
A crime back then in which Letraveya told us happened right in front of her own eyes.
For me, it's a double tragedy. I just went through this in January. So now, again, I have to bury my baby daddy and take my kids to see their daddy for the last time in the casket.
No closure, no peace.
Closure. It's no closure, it's no peace, it's no justice.
We're told U.S. Marshals tracked Mobley to the 900 block of West Sunrise Boulevard Wednesday evening. Detectives say they first tried non-lethal methods on Mobley, who was uncooperative, but eventually had no choice but to fire when the man used a handgun to shoot at officers several times. Cops returned fire, killing Mobley.
I just don't want y'all to think my nephew was a monster or like that. He was a very, very loving person, man. Very loving. And, situations happen.
The justice still ain't served. I would have rather him go to jail.
And so many reminders still remain here of what happened. The outside shutters to this business still peppered in bullet holes. We also note that the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, they are investigating the aspects of this case, even though it was Fort Lauderdale police officers who pulled the trigger.
Let's start right there, Trey. Appreciate this membership, Alicia. What is going through your mind at the time you're realizing that the woman whom you have unconditional love for, that gave birth to you, was red rum, unalive, by the man that you're in love with, that helped produce children with you? What goes through your mind?
Everything. Like, you confused, you angry, you hurt, you all over the place.
Now, I heard you mention that he still should have received justice. Would you had preferred for him to be arrested and went to prison as opposed to being unalive?
I would have. And I say that because, okay, yes, he unalived my mom. I understand how tragic that is, but we already had lost one life. So why should a mother, have to lose another son and 10 kids lose a father? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was already a tragedy that our both families was going through, and it's a lot of kids in the situation. It was more so for the kids' sake that I would have rather him go to prison.
What was your relationship like with your mom growing up and comparing to where y'all was at until her untimely death? What was y'all relationship like?
Well, I was born in prison. My mama was in prison when she gave birth to me. From what I was told, she didn't come. I didn't see my mama again till I was 2 years old, maybe 3 years old. when she came, around that time, my mama was a crack addict. She was addicted to crack. In that era. So my grandma and my aunties, they took care of me. My mama just was in and out of prison along with my dad. So my grandma, I was just passed around from family member to family member to family member. I just remember turning 7 or 6. My dad was killed, and my mom tried to take her life. So then I went back with family members, and my mama went back to prison, and it was just a repeating cycle from there. So my mama pretty much like did most of her time in prison, majority of my life. I didn't really get a relationship fully with my mama until I was probably about 11 or 12 years old. And even then, she went back to prison. And then we didn't really build anything until I was like 14, 15. So it was, that kind of relationship.
Did you hold any animosity towards her?
I didn't have no animosity to my mom. I just wanted my mama. I just always wanted to be with my mom, be in her presence, just be around her. And I just always wanted her to love me.
What about your relationship with your child's father? What was that relationship like?
In the beginning, I mean, I knew him since I was 14. So we kind of dated when I was 14, and then he ended up like disappearing or whatever like that. My mama kind of kept me sheltered, so I didn't know he went to jail. We ended up rekindling when I was 21, and it was good at first. Everything was good, and then he came home from prison, and everything was still good. And then like a year into everything, that's when, the beating started, the fighting started, the control started. So after that, it was like, I didn't have nobody to tell me that this was not supposed to be happening. So it just escalated. But when it was good, it was good. But when it was
How,
bad, it was bad.
how much older are you two apart from each other?
He's 4 years older than me.
He was 4 years old. So when you was 14, he was 18.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many children do you have together?
We have 3 kids together.
3 kids together. Okay, let's start from your beginning. What type of girl was you? Was you like a tomboy? Was you in the streets? What type of girl was you growing up?
I was in the streets. At first, well, growing up, I was a straight A student. I was a cheerleader. I was a good girl. I didn't get in trouble. My brothers, and
Stop
siblings
right
didn't
there.
like.
Stop.
Huh?
Stop. Well, what happened? If you was a good girl, cheerleader, good grades, what happened for you to go left?
Okay, so good girl. I graduated with honors, National Honor Society. I got a scholarship, full scholarship to college. I was in college, and I had my first child, and I was in a nursing program, and financial aid didn't cover one of my books. I asked my mom for $100 to get the books that I needed for class. And my mom was like, I'm 8 months pregnant. I'm 8 months pregnant. I'm 8 months pregnant. I didn't have my first child yet. I'm 8 months pregnant. And I asked my mom for the $100 to get my books. And instead of her giving me the $100, my mom gave me cocaine to sell.
Hmm.
And when she gave me the cocaine to sell, I'm 8 months pregnant. I mean, I was doing what I was doing. Um, we ended up getting called to one of the little nightclubs in Fort Lauderdale because my god sister had gotten in some trouble. The club was called Divinity. And we pull up. I don't know what I think I'm finna do at 8 months pregnant, but we pull up and we jump out the car and, we arguing and all of that. And again, I'm 8 months pregnant. So I bend over. And when I bend over, the last little thing that I had fell out of my purse. And when it fell out of my purse and I go to pick it up, I'm 8 months pregnant. It's taking me a little time to pick it up. The officer boot was on my hand to let me know that she see what I'm trying to pick up. And so I went to jail for possession of cocaine, lost my scholarship, lost financial aid. You can't be a nurse with drug charges. And so it started from there.
Now, some would say you seem to be a pretty intelligent young lady. Didn't you know right from wrong? Didn't you know the consequences of selling this illegal substance? Didn't you know? Why didn't you make the right decision by just telling your moms, no, I don't want to sell this. I'm okay.
At that time, living in our community and stuff, I mean, I knew right from wrong, yes. Um, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't tell my mom. That was my mama. So if I'm coming to my mama for help and this is the help that she provided me, I just accepted it. I I didn't think about it. I needed my books. I just accepted it and it just went like that. I didn't think about it. I didn't think
And
about
the
the
re-
consequences.
the reason why I ask you this is because I've been dealing with cases where parents, both dads and moms, as well as grandparents, have failed their children. And so I'm just trying to, when you are telling your story, I'm just trying to take your story to be able to help someone that's right there where you was at your young age. And then maybe
Hmm.
they could see and say, you know what? I'm glad that Trey shared her story with me because I know that I need to do the right thing by not selling drugs because I've been there. And I'm sure the majority of the people that's watching this, we've all been there. A bill got to be paid. You know, groceries need to be put on the table, medication need. And I'm not going to say the only thing that's there, but one of the things that's there and means for us to get the finances to make things happen is selling drugs. I mean, so let's
Correct.
just be honest. What was it like when you gave birth to your first child?
Hmm. Well, my first child passed away.
Mm, mm.
So that
My
was that
condolences.
was really hard. Thank you. Um,
Mm.
my first child passed away, so it was exciting at first to find out that I was having a baby. Me and the dad was in love. I had my family support, and then just one day you go into labor and they tell you that your son only gonna live for 10 minutes, and so you got to push this baby out. You got to plan the funeral. You got to do all of that. So that was hard.
Mm. Now, when the hustling come into play, was you nervous? Was you ready? Like, was it something that you dreamed of? You know, we all seen the gangster movies, and damn, I can't wait till the day come when I step off the porch. What's going through your mind?
When the hustling started, I mean, I come from that family, so it was exciting. It was like, okay, like let's get it. Like this what it is. Let's do it. This what I gotta do. This how I gotta survive. So it wasn't even like it wasn't no if this don't work, this gotta work. I gotta make it work. If it wasn't gonna work, I had to make it work. But it was time to go. It was time to go.
Let me fast forward. Let me fast forward just a little bit. So you
Okay.
hustling.
Okay.
Now you graduate to going to prison. Your ass ends up in prison. What is it like? Was it for you. Damn, if one of these bitches get me wrong, I'm swinging. Or tell me your experience when you was in prison.
Yeah, all that. First of all, when I found out, because I didn't just go to regular prison, I went to federal prison. Let's just make that clear.
Mm.
And it was a real shock for me because I didn't get caught. I got told on. So it was very, very shocking, the whole process. But when it was actually time to go, I was nervous. Um, Not because I'm scared, but you watch TV and you watch these movies and they portray this image. So yeah, I went in there, mug, stamp, like if a bitch fuck with me, yeah, this is what it's gonna go down. Yes. I went in there like that. Yeah, you got to. Because if you don't,
So
then they're gonna try you.
so you was a baddie for real in real time.
For in
You was
real
with it
life.
in real time.
Yes. Yes. Had to be. You don't
How
have a
long?
choice.
How long? How long was you in prison? The phase.
32, 32 months.
32 months. You mind sharing with us your charge?
Identity theft and access device fraud. And for those who don't
So
know, access device
started
fraud
out.
could be
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Access device fraud is just anything that you're using to access information that don't belong to you. So it could be your phone, it could be a computer, it could be an ATM card, it could be the ATM itself. But yeah, that's what access device fraud. Y'all know what identity theft is.
So you started out a good girl, right? You switch lanes to being a hustler, right? Then you
Mm-hmm.
switch
Mm-hmm.
lanes over here to being a baddie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's talk about your relationship with your children's father. The abuse takes place. Did you see any way of getting out of this abusive relationship, or did you like it? Some females love an abusive relationship. So, did you see a way of getting out, or was it something that you just, hey, I like this. This guy really loves me. Did you think about uh, retaliation? What kept you in the abusive relationship?
So, um, when it first started, it wasn't as bad. So you just be like, relationships go through stuff, and you start fighting back, and it is what it is. Um, then you start having the kids. More kids came, so it was like, okay, I got all these kids. Like I just cannot up and leave and do that without no help, without no family, without no nothing. So it was like, and then for me, I didn't grow up with my mom and my dad, and I wanted that for my kids so bad. I wanted that for my kids so bad. So I dealt with a lot of stuff. And I really didn't. My mama was in prison majority of the time. So it wasn't like I had somebody saying, girl, he shouldn't be hitting on you, or this ain't what you're supposed to be doing, or you need to leave. We broke up several times. He left the house several times, but after a while, he always want to come back. I got all these kids. Guess what? I'm gonna open that door because I need help. Because I need help. Not, it's not more so because I wanted to. Yes, I loved him. Yes. Yes. And then you just like, okay, ain't nobody don't want to talk to nobody with all these kids. And yeah, come on home so you can do what you got to do. We got all these kids together. It was just more so like my kids. It was for my kids. I took a lot for my kids. I wanted them to have a two-parent household.
What was his relationship like with your mothers? Did they have a good relationship?
They had a good relationship. In the beginning. In the beginning, they had a really good relationship. Um, Everything was good. until my mom got married, and her husband started interfering in my business. Then things went left, and then especially when my mama went to prison, um, it changed. And then when she came home 5 years later, it was like nobody, we didn't talk about the things that happened while she was gone, but she knew the things that happened while she was gone. She didn't speak on it. At least she didn't speak on it to me. I'm watching her live videos, and she spoke about it in many of her videos. So she definitely felt some type of way, but she didn't voice it out loud, and neither did he.
Can you, or do you mind sharing with us what led up to that awful evening?
Okay, so we had been separated. I picked my mom up from prison in March. Now, I was living in the suburbs, you could say, in our neighborhood. You know, we had nice cars, we had money and stuff. My mom came to live with me. He didn't agree with my mama coming to live with me, but that's my mama, and she was coming to live with me, so she came to live with me. Um, So my mama, like, majority of the stuff that he used to do, cook and clean and help out with the kids, my mama made it real easy for me. And so she was there, and after a while it was like, when mom, finna leave, and I'm like, my mama don't gotta leave, like, I guess he wanted our privacy back or whatever. So we would have all the arguments and stuff like that. My mama wouldn't get involved, she wouldn't say nothing, she was just trying to keep the peace. We ended up moving to another house, and my baby daddy cheated on me, and he had 2 kids on me. And so every time we would argue and we would get into it, and he'll leave the house, instead of him going to his people them house, he want to go to his other baby mama house, who he cheated on me with. And so um, at that time, I'm young minded and stuff like that, and I'm not going for that. So this last time that we broke up, I was like, if you leave and you go back to your baby mama house, like, don't come. It's no coming back. I got my mama now. Like, me and her go do this with these kids. Like, I don't need you. And you know where I'm from, like, from my neighborhood, it was more so, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. It was fuck nigga, pussy nigga, like all that. You know what I'm saying? Belittling him, nigga. You ain't getting no money. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. Bitch, it's all me. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. I'm taking the truck back. I bought that, whatever, whatever. And so that's how that went. He ended up leaving. He ended up going back to the baby mama. And so that was the last straw for me. Like, we're known where we're from. So at that time, he had made a post on Facebook. And when he made the post, he was like, my little red shit, something like that. The post is still on social media, but he said something in that nature about his little red shit or whatever. So everybody calling my phone like, you seen what your baby daddy posted? Woo the woo the woo. So I'm like, oh, that's how he coming, knowing that we got all these people watching us and admiring us and all that. He want to put it out there for the world to see. So I had me a little friend at the time, and he had just bought me a Louis Vuitton purse and a wallet. And so I get on Facebook and I make me a post, and I don't show the guy's face. I show the bottom of his body with my feet in the picture and the new bag and the purse that he bought me. And when I did that, it just everything went left. And so he started following me. He started stalking me at the guy's house. He just started pulling up on me. I mean, he would ride the bicycle, he would be in the car. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And so, I know, like, how he get, and I know kind of like, how to make him calm down and, ease his temper. But he never would say like he want to come home, or nothing. He just would be like, where you going? Who you going with? Where you at? And then me not knowing that he following me and he watching me and he behind me until he up in my face. And it's like, why you doing that? Like, you moved on, I moved on, let's move on. And so this particular day, January 16th, I took my mama to the doctor that morning. Mind you, I had my twins were premature and I had my three oldest. I took my mama to the doctor. I had the twins because they wasn't in daycare. So me and my mom and the twins, we took her to the doctor. My mom ended up finding that she had a tumor on her brain that morning. It wasn't cancerous or nothing like that, but we didn't know. She had to get tests done. And I dropped her off and I went and handled my business. And when it was time to pick her up, I picked her up. And my baby daddy, the big kids in school, and um, the big kids in school, and I'm at my friend guy's house, and so it's time to pick the big kids up from school, and I don't know that my baby daddy is watching me. I don't see him. I'm not looking in no bushes, and I'm not doing all that. So he calls and he like, oh, where you at? He called a few times. I don't answer at first, but he didn't stop calling. So after a while, I'm like, tell my friend, like, okay, I gotta go. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So he walks me outside, like all the way to my truck. And so when I get in the truck, I answer the phone and I'm like, hello. And he was like, where you at? And I'm like, I'm on Sunrise, but I'm not really on Sunrise yet. I'm like 3 minutes away from Sunrise. And so I'm like, I'm on Sunrise. I'm like, I gotta go get the kids. You see what time it is? It's time for them to go to I gotta pick them up from school or whatever. And so I'm a type of person like, I don't know why I don't watch my surroundings like that, but the whole time he was behind me. And so um I drive all the way to Sunrise, not knowing he was behind me until I got to Sunrise. So he like, oh, you just got on Sunrise. And that's when I looked in my rearview mirror and he was behind me. He was like, so where you going? And I'm like, to go get the kids. And he like, where you coming from? And I was like, my friend house, like that or whatever. So he was like, well, can I go see the twins? By this time, I done dropped my mama off back home. She done came home from the doctor, and the twins is at home with her, cause she getting ready to prepare dinner and stuff like that. So so we on the phone. So he like, I'm like, I'm finna go get the kids. So I proceed to make a U-turn on Sunrise while he proceeds to go to my house because he was like he needs to wash his clothes and he want to see his kids. I never keep the other parent away from their kids, so I said yes. So I go get the other kids and he go to the house. My mom calls me and she was like, he here. And I was like, yeah, mom. I told him he could wash the clothes and he could spend some time with the kids. I'm on the way home with the big kids. So she's like, okay, no problem. She proceeds to go back to doing what she do. So I get the kids, the big kids, and I come home. And so he's there. And at that time, I'm still in the streets. I'm still hustling. I still got to provide for my family. So I come home. He playing with the twins. I proceed to tell, the big kids, okay, take them school clothes off. We got to get ready to do our homework because mama got somewhere to be. Um, so when he heard me say that, he was just like, you got somewhere to be. And I'm like, yeah, like, you want to help the kids with the homework. And he was like, man, I can't help them and stuff like that. So I kind of like, believed in him, like, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do nothing. Like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I don't got nothing to say to you. Like, no, 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 no. So he's like, damn, you don't want to talk? You don't want to talk to me? And I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Or whatever the case may be. So he was like, step outside with me. And so I looked at my mama. She ain't even paying us no mind. So I'm looking at her to see if she paying attention. She not paying attention. She washing the dishes and preparing dinner. And I'm standing right here and helping the kids with their homework and stuff. So he like, you want to come outside with me? And I'm like, no, I don't want to come outside with you. I don't want to go nowhere with you. Because I done had incidents where you done took me to places and nobody will be able to find me in those places. So no, I ain't going nowhere with you. I'm finna stay right here where my mama could see me and my kids right here because in my mind, in my heart, I know you love these kids. I know you love me. I know you're not finna do nothing crazy while the kids right here. So he had this little book bag that he always, carried the PlayStation in and stuff like that. So he go outside to the truck and he get the book bag. And he have on all black, but he wear that all the time. So that wasn't no sign. It wasn't no sign. So he come in the house, he locked the door like he always do. That wasn't no sign. Um, and he had a book bag on. And so he go in our room, and I had like these stairs in my room. And he go in the room, and I'm thinking he in there like hooking up the game and stuff. I'm thinking he hooking up the game and stuff like that. And no, that's not what he was doing. Um, he came back out, and when he came, it was like 3 steps. So when he hit the second step, he pointed. And when he pointed, I looked up. And I'm like, I never seen one of those in real life. I never touched one, held one, been around one. And so, like, I froze. My old girl, like her back, she's still washing dishes and fixing bottles, and she don't see nothing what's going on. She don't see nothing what's going on. And so he just started shooting. And when he started shooting, again, I never heard. It's not like how the movies make it seem. Ain't no stuff splattering everywhere. It's not like that. Like it's not like that. My mom, like all I felt her do was fall down behind me and like slide down, and I looked, and she was on the ground. And so I rush him. Now my kids are screaming. My son got a disability. He under the table. My twins 8 months. They right here. Like it's chaos. It's chaos now. And so now me and him are fighting. And now I'm trying to get to my mom. And now he not letting me get to my mom. And then my daughter, she grabbed her sister and her brother, the one with the disability, and she tried to run to the door. He runs to them to make them come back in the house. I try to go over to my mama. He tell me if I move, he gonna shoot me. So I freeze. My mama crawled to the back door. He tell me to go and get my kids' baby bag together. And he shoot her again. And he shoot her again. And now I'm in I protect my kids mode because now I I I can't even say like I was froze. I just what do you do? What do you do in that situation when somebody got a gun to you? You do whatever they tell you to do. Or it could have been all of us. So I do what he tell me to do. I pat my kids bad, and I I get everything he tell me to get. And so we had just moved in this house, and no, only a few people knew where we stayed, and so he tells us to go get in the car. Now, on any other day, it would be like a lot of kids outside, a lot of people outside. It's broad daylight. There's nobody outside, and so I had to leave my mom in the house. And he locked the doors and turned the lights off. And he left her in the house. And we left her. So now we in the car, and I'm yelling, I'm screaming, I'm like, we gotta call the ambulance. Like I always could fix the situation. So I'm trying to convince him that we could fix the situation, and he's just like, shut up before I kill you, and all of this. And so I be quiet for a little while because I don't want him to shoot me. I don't want him to hurt the kids. I don't want him to hurt all of us. So I listened. His mom didn't stay too far away. So he pulled up to her house and put the kids on the sidewalk. When he put the kids on the sidewalk, his brother was outside. And he put the kids on the sidewalk, and then his mom stayed by this big field. And so when he put the kids on the sidewalk, because he didn't know I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna try to run or I'm gonna try to get help, he drives the truck all the way in the field in the back. So if I'm 200 pounds, and I'm short, I ain't no track star, and so if he gonna catch me or whatever. So he pulled the truck all the way in the back, and he jumped out with the gun. So now his brother them asking him what's going on, what's going on. So his mama run outside and was like, what's going on, what's going on? And he was like, I killed Trey mama, I killed Trey mama. And so now everybody go to screaming and hollering, and I'm like, help me, help me. Can't nobody help me. And so she was like, what you mean, what you mean? And she called 911. His mom called 911. But because nobody knew where we stayed at, 911 came to her house. But before 911 got there, I wasn't there for that part. So she calling 911. I could hear her calling 911. When she calling 911, he dropped the kids off and he said, take care of the kids. We finna go. And so he take me. And now I'm kidnapped. I'm in the car with him, and he just keeps saying he finna kill us, and if no, like he loved me too much, and it's this ain't gonna work, and all this stuff, and it's too late, and I can't fix it, and my mom. He shot my mama, and it's no fixing it. I can't fix it. I can't make it better. I can't lie and say I can't lie. I can't lie this time. It's my mom, and so I'm steady talking to him, and I'm praying, and I'm steady talking to him, and he's telling me to shut up, and he's telling me to be quiet. I don't be quiet. I keep talking. And so at the time, well, I think my sister still is. I don't know. My sister was a BSO officer, so they're calling my phone. They're calling his phone. They're telling him to like let us go, let me go, bring me back. Just turn himself in and all this stuff like that. And he telling them no, and then they went to calling too much, so he threw the phones out the window. And he proceeds to keep driving. Driving. We ride by police. Clearly, I don't know if the APP was put out because they rode right past us like they didn't know what was going on. And I looked, and I was going to jump out the car. And he said, if you jump out the car, I'm going to shoot you. And so I didn't jump out the car. And so he rode around with me for hours. He ended up like blindfolding me and stuff, so I couldn't see. After a while, he ended up dropping me off and was like, "I love you too much to kill you. Go take care of our kids." And so I ran back all the way to his mom's house, where I know he dropped my kids off at, and I collapsed in the middle of the street. And once my family realized that was me, they ran down, and now I'm asking where my mom, and they tell me that she didn't make it. They say she didn't make it. After everything she been through, they say she didn't make it, and I wasn't there.
I wasn't there to hold her hand. I wasn't there to tell her I love her. I didn't get to tell her I'm sorry. I didn't get to tell her I'm sorry. And so, yeah, that was that day. And then from that day on, it's been hell, hell on earth.
Did you receive any counseling? Did your children receive any counseling after?
Yeah. I had like three therapists. My kids, they still in therapy. They still have therapists right now to help them. But yeah, we did.
And I hate to make things worse, but then it gets worse. Your children are taken from you, correct?
Yeah. So when after that day, he let me go. Um, he let me go. I left my kids there. I just couldn't. I couldn't. I just couldn't. Like I just could not take care of them. I just couldn't. And so I left him with his mom. Cause they're a close family. And they told me to go to Women in Distress. So that's a program down here that's supposed to help moms and stuff, get back on their feet after things like this. Being that I had a background and I'd have been in jail and they say I received help all these other years ago, I didn't qualify for the assistance that I needed. And so they wanted me to drive back and forth 25 minutes, from one little city to the next city and not no assistance. I got five kids, twins at that, three toddlers. Like I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that, and y'all not giving me gas. Y'all not you know what I'm saying? Y'all not doing that. They had to go to school. It was a lot. So I stopped going to Women in Distress, and I let my kids stay with their people. And somebody called and was like, I ain't going to Women in Distress. And at that time, he was still on the run. And so they felt like me letting my kids, me not being at Women in Distress and letting my kids stay at his family house put my kids in harm's way because he was on the run. So he could have came back or and did something to them, did something to me, but they don't more so care about me. It was more so about the kids. So because I put them in danger, they took them from me, even though they wasn't in danger.
Are you receiving any support at this time from your family or his family? Are you getting any support?
Uh, I have a few family members on my side that support. I have a few family members on his side that support. Yes, I do. A few. Yeah, just a few though.
Wow. I was worried about you getting emotional. I'm emotional as well.
Yeah, it's a really emotional subject because it don't end there. Like it just keep going.
So you started venting. You started doing these videos to vent. I know you was being attacked in the comment section. Um, what were they
Yeah.
saying? Like, was they talking? Was they saying you clout chasing? Oh, she just doing this for clout.
Nah, it's
What's
definitely
your
not for
response?
clout. Their response was more stuff. First of all, they didn't like that I was smacking and stuff, so I'm not gonna do that no more. They went kind of crazy on that part, but more so, their responses majority are like, "How can I allow my children to attend his funeral? How could I not hate him? How could I still have love for him? How could I like?" That's my mama, like that's more so of what it is. Like, if it was them, this is what they would have did, or if it was them, this is how they would react. But you can't say that. All day I can say, if a bitch hit me on this road, I'm gonna beat their ass. But you don't know how this person gonna even hit you on this road. You might not even be able to get out the car to beat this bitch ass. So you don't know what you would do in a situation until it happened. But I mean, everybody want to think and feel like they'll know. And some people, relationships with their, people are different. Don't get me wrong, my mommy is my mom. You know what I'm saying? Kill all the bullshit. That's my girl. You know what I'm saying? My mama did not play about me. You know what I'm saying? But I can't fake it like it was all peaches and cream. Yeah, my mama put a gun on me too. But am I justifying that it's okay? No, that's my mama. And this was a person I was with for 8 years. So I love my baby daddy. I'm in love with my baby daddy and I love my mama. Those are not the same thing. Those are not the same loves for those people. Those are two different type of loves. And furthermore, who am I to judge? God said, judge not. God said, forgive 77 times 7. That's 490 times a day. I want to go to heaven. I don't know about the rest of these folks. I know when I get to them gates and I ask God to forgive me for all my sins because I'm not perfect. And God gonna look at me and say, well, did you forgive this? And I'm gonna be like, no, no. It's not my job to judge him. He got what he got. He got what he got. Vengeance is not mine, it's the Lord's. So when people can understand that, then maybe they can understand, but I don't have no hate in my heart. My cousin robbed me blind. I don't have no hate in my heart. Do I dislike her? Yes. I don't have no hate though. Do I dislike? I'm angry at my baby daddy. I'm angry. My life is ruined. My kids, yeah, my kids straight A students. They not happy. But they doing what they gotta do because they know this is what they gotta do so that they can get out of the situation that they in. They shouldn't even have to be worried about that. They should not have to be worried about that. They should be enjoying their childhood. But no, my kids dealing with trauma too. They dealing with people keeping them from their mama. They love their mama. They want to talk to their mama. If I talk to my kids, they get in trouble. Nobody don't know how hard it is for me. I have to sneak and talk to my kids or sneak and see my kids. I wasn't a bad parent. I didn't purposely put my kids in harm's way. That was their daddy. That was their grandma. I'm their mama. We would never hurt our kids.
I want to bring somebody here, right? And I want to sit this person in the chair that I'm sitting in. And I want you to talk to this person. You know who the person that I want to sit in this chair? I want to sit the younger you when you switch lanes from the straight A student, the good girl, to the hustler. What would you say? Talk to the younger you that switch lanes for the worst.
I would say stay focused. Don't sell drugs. It's not worth it. It's like talking to my kids. I already done it. It's nothing out here for you to do. Go to school, stay focused. Don't get me wrong, school not for everybody. So if this not your lane, find something that you like to do. If you like to do hair, you want to drive trucks, you want to get vending machines. It's so many things out here for you to do. You don't have to go this route. This is not the route. It's not gonna lead to nothing but heartache, pain. This is not okay. Getting beat on is not okay. Lying about it is not okay. If you need help, ask for help because they don't teach us to ask for help in our community. When we ask for help, oh, you begging, you this, it, you like, no, it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to cry. It is okay, boy or girl, man or woman. It is okay for you to cry. It is okay for you to reach out. If somebody say they're doing it by themselves, they're lying to you. You cannot do it by yourself. If I was doing it by myself, I wouldn't be here right now. Because myself can't handle it. I can't handle no more. So that's what I would tell my old self.
And that's one of our biggest problems in our community. Other communities, it's okay for them to get help, but only our community. Oh, you begging, or you whining, or do it by yourself, or you don't need this, or you don't need that, and so when the game, the drugs, and all that come our way, it's easy for us to get into it because it's nothing else in our program that we should focus on of getting help. So we resort to the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
and if you, I seen a post. This was some months ago. A female, she made that any man, any dude that's working a 9 to 5, they're only working a 9 to 5 because they couldn't survive the streets.
Hmm.
But that's our mentality.
Correct.
You
Because
you you
no.
get me?
Yeah.
I mean,
Why is that our mentality?
I
That
know
shouldn't
you,
even be our mentality.
but I know
But
you
they
would
don't
love to have a
they
nine
don't
to five dude.
normalize because they don't normalize in the streets. They don't normalize that. You think that's normal. You got straight A, you got boys right now that's straight A students. Mama buy them everything they need. They don't want for nothing, but they in the gang. Why? Why are you in the gang, young man? You got everything you need at home. There's no reason you in the game because this is your community and you a product of your environment. And no, no, that is not okay. Mamas don't even know their kids out here in games because girl, my son go to this charter school. He got everything he need. He don't want for nothing. But baby, when you turn your back, your son over here with ski mask up. You don't know he in the gang until something that happened. You didn't even know he was out here doing that. You didn't even know your daughter was out here doing that. So I thank God too for everything that we've been through. My straight A students, they not out here in these streets. They not out here in these streets. I thank God for that. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. I've covered a lot of stories, and your story is one of the deepest. Like when I spoke with you, you know, we were laughing and playing and joking,
Yeah.
and and then it's like, what else do I say? What else do I ask? Like, I don't want to trigger you. I want to keep you in a peaceful state. Is it anything else that I may have left out? Anything that I may have forgotten to question you? Is it anything that you may have left out that you want to get out?
I mean, it's still a lot. Um, mm, I try to think about the question these people was asking me because they asked so many questions.
Let me grab a question real quick.
So
So how do you cope from day to day?
um, it's like I just wake up. I recently, incorporated God into my life. So now I wake up, I say a prayer, and I just ask God to um, give me the strength to get through this day because it's been 8 years, but it feels like it happened last week. And so every day it's a struggle for me to put one foot in front of the next foot and to keep going and to tell myself that God is walking this walk with me and it's gonna be okay. And this is not my battle, and this is his battle, and this story is already wrote, and I'm one of his strongest soldiers. And so I keep telling myself that every day, and every day I look at my kids' pictures and I just be like, okay, one day we gonna be back together again. And so that pushes me to keep going because I really want to be with my kids.
Mm, mm, mm.
So yeah.
We supposed to be laughing, Trey. We
I
supposed to be
know.
having fun up here, Trey. You got me,
Look.
Trey. If I would have known, if I was known you would have did this, I wouldn't have interviewed you. You got me up here. Why you do that, Trey?
I'm sorry. I didn't do everybody like that. Like,
Mm, mm, mm. I'm like, yeah, I got a soldier. I'm like, yeah, I don't got to worry about her shedding no tears. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah, 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 yeah. I got a baddie. I got a baddie for real. You know what I mean?
I'm a crybaby baddie. I am a
And
crybaby,
look,
Trey. I am a crybaby.
and and
But
your
by my
ass
kids.
up here crying. Look, your ass up here crying and got me about to cry.
But it's a battle. I tell myself that every day because I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting the courts. I'm tired of fighting my family. I'm tired of fighting. I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life over here. Like, I'm tired. But I just tell myself that that's going to be selfish to my kids. It's going to be selfish to my kids to take the easy way out. So, okay. I can't do that. And God don't forgive that. So I can't do that. And so I gotta keep going. No matter what come my way, no matter what get thrown at me. And Lord knows they getting thrown at me. Them rocks is getting thrown. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
I'm gonna just let you answer the questions that they was throwing at you in the comments. I ain't messing with you. You ain't gonna have me crying. You answer them questions. Cause you ain't
What
gonna have me
questions? What
crying.
they at?
Now remember them questions that when they was coming at you in the comment section of
Oh,
yours?
those questions. Let me see. Hold on. I could.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh.
And no more crying.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna try. Those the world is a cruel world. Hold on, let me get it right. Mm,
Now she gonna turn her camera off. She gonna
I
turn her
said, hold
camera
on,
off
let me
so
get it
y'all won't see
right.
her tears.
Let's.
No.
I said, let me get
Go
it
ahead,
right.
I'm messing with you. Go ahead, I'm
Okay,
messing with
so
you.
some of the comments they tough, man. The world is tough, and they looking at it from however they looking at it. I don't know, and it's not. I know, not everybody gonna agree with the way I feel I just knew that. Let's see what some of the comments say. Let's see what some of their questions is. Hmm. Hmm. Um, why would he unalive my mom? I get that a lot. Why did he do it? For me, it was more so like, and I, and I probably watered it down, but you know, maybe he felt like, me and my mama was creating this relationship and he couldn't be a part of it, but he could have. But maybe he felt like he couldn't have because she knew all the things that he did to me. But I had already forgave him, so my mama rocking with me. Whatever decision I made, she was rocking with me. But I feel like maybe he felt like my mama was trying to take his place, but it wasn't a place that she could have took from him. Um, that was one of the main questions, and I never got to ask him that. The police unalived him. Um, so to answer it, fully, I can't. I could never do that. I could never do that. Let me see what else they said. And then he knew how much my mama meant to me. Like I prayed for that mother daughter relationship my whole life, and I finally was getting it. I finally was getting it, and he saw that too. And again, like I said, we wasn't even together, but that's where, for me, it comes in that communication is key. I don't play. If you got something to say it. If you feel some type of way, say it. I don't care if you. I don't care if it's a relationship, a sistership, a brothership, a friendship. If you feel it, say it because you don't know how you just made somebody feel. You don't know what this person thinking. You don't know. So say it. Because I feel like if I would allow him to talk and when he asked me to talk to him, maybe they'll still be here. Somebody say I missed the part where he killed your mama. Did he kill your mom and you went and took them kids to him and his family? Yeah, you don't need them kids and they don't need you. I'm sorry to say that. You absolutely failed your kids after all them years of him beating you. Then kill your mama. That last piece of you had left, you put right back into his hands. You needed a break to sit and think for real because your mind just wasn't right at all. If nobody told you, I'm telling you. Excuse me. I just scroll past those kind of comments. So somebody say, did the government not help you? No, they didn't. I had a background. Convicted felon. I'm a convicted felon state. I'm a convicted felon on federal side. I ain't had no option but to hustle. I ain't had no option but to grind and find my own way. I wasn't getting no housing. Barely was getting food stamps. So yeah, I had to make a way. They wasn't giving me nothing. I don't. I pay regular rent, and we in Florida. Baby, you got a one bedroom cost 2200.
Mm.
You got to get to the bed. You got to get to the bed.
Where do you go from here?
I don't know. I'm just. I feel like right now I'm just existing. Like I don't really know what's my purpose anymore. Cause it's like how you go from being a full time mama, 5 kids strong. I don't get up and get no kids ready for school. I don't go to no games. I ain't going to no doctor's appointment. So I work now. So okay, I get up and I go to work. But life is boring without my kids. My kids is a vibe and I really miss them. So it's like I'm just trying to find my way. I don't know if I'm gonna ever find my way. Cause I've been trying to find my way for a long time. Ever since January 16th, 2018. I've been trying to find my way. I don't know. I'm fighting for my kids still, fighting for my freedom still. You think you get up? I got 2 jobs, $500 every 2 weeks. Oh, child.
How's your
Yeah,
love life? How's your love life?
I don't have a love life. I don't have a love life because I feel like the men that I have encountered from my city, they know who I am. They know Mother Hustler. They know who I used to be. Who I used to be because I'm still Mother Hustler, but in a different format. I'm her Mother Hustler in this format. Because I'm a hustler regardless. It don't matter. But they look at it and the other person, the old me, and I ain't that person no more. So for me, it's like I ain't really in the dating field because I want to meet somebody who don't know Mother Hustler. I want to meet somebody so they can get to know Letraveya. They can get to know Trey and go off there. I don't want to. In my city, I was on the news. My story was on the news, and again, we were a real known family all around the board. So, oh, that's Mother Hustler. Oh, you talk to Mother Hustler. I didn't ask for the fame. I never asked for the fame. I never asked for it. It just comes with it. But I never asked for it. If I can go back in a little shell and nobody don't know me, that would be perfectly fine with me. So no, I'm not dating, and I'm no, no, cause I just if I'm a date, I told God to send me my man. So I told God fearing I need a protector. I need a provider. I need somebody who gonna love my kids like I love my kids. Who gonna be that for my kids because my kids ask me for a daddy. Why they don't have a daddy? My kids ask me that, y'all. Like, why we don't have a daddy, mom? Like, what I'm supposed to say? What I'm supposed to say? Why they don't have a dad? Y'all don't know. Like, that's why I would never just bash him. Like, my kids love their daddy. The big kids love their daddy, and the little kids don't know they dad, and they want to know, and they want to know why he not here. I know the world gonna tell them. I know the world gonna tell them, but I ain't gonna be the one to tarnish their memories of their dad. When they old enough, then we can have that discussion, and they'll know the truth. I'm not saying I'm gonna keep the truth from them, but all they want to know is why they don't have a dad to go to dad dances with them and dad donuts and all that. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to them. So one day they'll have a daddy, hopefully, God's willing. If God send me one, send them one. But until then, that's not my focus right now. My baby is my focus. did so good. Can I hit my vape? I need to hit my vape.
Say all of
I
this.
did so good for a whole hour and 15 minutes. I ain't hit the
Shit.
vape, and my people know I do not play by my vape.
Yeah. I'm ready to go downstairs and get me some wine. I'm ready to turn up. I gotta turn up after
I'm
this.
telling you, I've been waiting. I said, I'm just go ahead and ask. I'm just go ahead and ask.
Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. Mm, mm.
Yeah.
What
And then
what
you
what
go.
are you looking? What are you looking for this to come out of this? Like, are you looking to touch somebody's? Are you looking? What are you looking for from
I'm just
this?
looking. My okay. So like my a lot of people shut me out and shut me down, and so I wanted to come and kind of provide closure for the people that feel like they didn't have it on my mom's behalf. I want my mama to rest in peace. I want people to stop asking me every time they see me what happened. I want them to stop because while y'all life done went on, my dearest friend story is touching. I pray everything we're meant together. Yes. Thank you. Um, and
That's your people.
yeah,
Is that your people?
yes.
Okay.
Um, and I want because my kids they watching, they see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't the only one that been through it. They witnessed it too. They been through it too. So this is not just a trauma for me. It's a trauma for my kids. And half of the grown people ain't seen or been through what my kids been through. And they still going through it. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody else, like, when the funeral arrangements being made and everybody there for the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But it's 8 years later and who we got? But guess what we gotta do? My kids wake up every day without their mama. And their mama wake up every day without her kids. And we wake up every day without my mama, without their grandma, without their daddy. That's hard. And to go into these courts and I gotta keep my poker face on. But if I walk in there and I'm too strong, oh, I ain't listening to what they saying. If I walk in there and I'm too weak, oh, you ain't strong enough to get them back. So you're damned if you do and you damned if you don't. So what the fuck you. Fuck you. Don't worry about it. Fuck you. Fuck the kids. Fuck everything. Fuck them classes. Fuck everything. It's fuck everything. Cause you trying to take my little bit of sanity I got. You don't know what's gonna make me snap. I thank God I ain't out here on drugs. I thank God I ain't trying to alcoholic after drinking a fifth of Hennessy every 2 days. I was drinking a fifth of Hennessy every 2 days. 6 months straight. Ain't nothing wrong with my liver. I couldn't function. I couldn't function. My whole world crashed. My whole world slipped under me just like that. That morning, my mama was here. That afternoon, my mama was gone. I know. Y'all know. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. It's a fight. I'm fighting. I'm fighting. When I say I'm fighting for my life, I'm fighting for my life. I mean that literally. When I say I just told y'all I'm pretending like a motherfucker. I ain't okay. I ain't okay. And when my kids hurting and when somebody mistreating my kids and the person I can't do anything about it because the court's on the person's side. They on that person's side. So I have to sit back and I have to allow what's going on. So That bothers me.
I feel your pain. It's like you said, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And it's so easy to get to that fuck it stage.
Yeah.
And when you get to that fucking stage, because people tell me all the time, oh, Shank, don't let it get to you. Oh, Shank, calm down. And I always tell people, go tell that motherfucker that they should
To
leave
calm
Shank alone.
down.
Go tell that motherfucker to calm down. You
Yeah.
know, I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, but look, I'm human. I'm human. And I make mistakes. But I can't you can't go poking the bear and don't expect the bear to get at you. So I'm with you. I'll be
Yeah.
about probably like 25 years ago, I was ordered to anger management. Now, anger management, I say it all the time, that was one of the best things that ever happened to me because in anger management taught me to think for 5 seconds. No matter what the situation is, think for 5 seconds. But all the time, I'm not unable to use that kind of tool because like you, it just depends on how I wake up,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And it's like when you trying to do the right thing, you just like, man, I can't catch a break. It's like every time you turn around, here comes something smacking you in the face. And I'm sure they mean well. You got people that's always telling you what you need to do, and they're not listening to you. Like, okay, I know what I need to do, but I just need somebody to just listen to me. Just let me get this off my chest. Don't tell me what I
Mm-hmm.
need to do.
Just
Just
listen.
listen.
Just listen. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody want to tell you what you need to do or what they think you should be doing. Hmm. Yeah.
But they mean well.
They
They
do.
mean
They,
well.
they do.
They mean
They
well.
do.
But they not in them shoes. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? They ain't in them shoes.
And I wouldn't want them to be in the shoes because I don't know. I ain't gonna say nobody can't handle it, but I don't even know a person in my community that have experienced what I experienced.
I think you got some more people. Let me grab this one. And I don't mean to skip over y'all comments, but let me grab that one. You know Dank?
That's my brother. I
That's your
met him in
brother.
the feds. We locked in federal. Yeah. Yeah. That's my brother. I love you too. My brother. And let me I met him in the halfway house. And ever since I met him, he check on me. He come see me. He write me in the feds. He send me pictures. And people don't know what that mean when you locked up. Because I'm in there with people who got life. They never gonna see the light of day again. They don't got nobody to call. They don't got nobody to send them pictures. They don't got nobody. And so for me to be the person I were to a lot of people, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the community that I do have, but it's not the community I expected. Because I just met this community. And this community showing up for me. So now it made me realize I had the wrong community the whole time. I was pouring my energy into the wrong people the whole time. And it like no regrets. I don't have no regrets. Just some wishes. You know? If I could have I could have, would have, should have. If you know better, you do better. I'm just a firm believer in that. You know better, you do better. Yep, yep.
Mhm.
I done met some people that I only known
Just a
for a year, 2 years. They don't even compare to the people I know for 15 years, 20 years. Man, fuck the people I knew for 15, 20 years. That time don't mean shit. Shit. None. At all.
Hmm.
I say, can I see my kids? I think I just seen the comment that say that.
It might be this one. Who has your kids, and are you able to see them at all?
So all of my kids are with family, y'all. And so I can see three out of the five, but on their terms and conditions. So I can't just call and be like, I want to see my kids today. Let me pull up. Nah, it ain't going down like that. But family has all of my kids. My twins were adopted. Um, they terminated my parental rights, so I'm never able to get them back. At least that's what I've been told. I don't know what kind of adoption it was, open, closed, because it happened while I was in federal prison. So technically, the twins don't belong to me no more. I'm not listed as their mama on their birth certificate. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy to me, but it's my reality. They're my motherfucking kids. I don't give a fuck about no paperwork, but that's what the paperwork say, or don't say anyway.
You never know what a person has been through, and you never know what a person is going through. You just don't know, you know? And we got to stop passing judgment on people. Now, don't get it twisted. I ain't saying to be a fool to nobody, because there are people out here that don't mean you and I no good. There are people out here that prey on, people. But then there are people like Trey that, just switch lanes into a lane that she wasn't familiar with. She really didn't know too much about, but that still don't stop her from being the woman that she is today. That still don't stop her from being a mom. She's a mother with her children or out. She's a mother.
Through, through and through. Cause
You
baby, I'm gonna
know,
make it happen. My kids call me. I don't give a goddamn. Hey, Instagram, if y'all don't send me $2 each, I need 100 people to send me $2.
that's right.
Them kids need that.
That's right. That's right.
Need
Appreciate
that.
this super sticker peaches. Appreciate this super sticker peaches. She's a hustler at what is it, DD? She hustling them donuts. Where you at, DD?
Oh, I work at Dunkin' and I work at Popeyes. So that chicken and them
So
donuts.
she's
I'm gonna
slanging
keep that
chickens
chicken.
and she's
I'm gonna keep that chicken straight. I'm gonna keep that chicken flowing.
I'm glad that I was able to, allow you to bring your story to my platform. I'm glad I seen you smiling.
Oh, I'm gonna smile. I paid a lot of money for these
Yeah,
teeth. They gonna get shown, baby. I need to. Yeah, yeah. They already
I feel you.
know.
I
Yeah.
feel you. I feel you.
But no, it's
But it's
good.
all right to cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all right to cry. It's all right to cry.
Yes, it's okay to cry. People think it's not okay. It's okay. Men, women, it's okay. You do not have to be
That's
strong
right.
all the time. We all need
That's
somebody's
right.
shoulder. We all need that. You gotta let it out. Stress kills. That shit will kill
Yeah.
you. And if it don't kill you, it's gonna make you motherfucking crazy. So
Yeah.
see, so
Let
he
it
brings
out.
awareness. I'm glad he brought you up.
So he brings awareness. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
my platform, and I allow any and everybody come up. I don't care how big you is. I don't care how small you is. Let's do it. Come
Yeah,
on.
he waiting in
Talk.
North Carolina, y'all. Somebody seen me, South California, something. Somebody seen me somewhere and sent me to him. And he reached out.
Lovey
He kept
did.
his word.
Lovey did.
Yeah, Lovey
Lovey
did.
did.
She reached out. Yeah. She reached out to me, asked me what's okay, passed the information on to him, and he reached out. Way from North Carolina. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And make sure y'all share this out. Also, make sure y'all are following me on Facebook. When I put her story on Facebook, make sure y'all share her story out on y'all social media platforms to help her story go viral, to bring awareness. It's all about awareness. You never know. You never know who can be inspired and touched by a story. You might not be inspired by it. You might not give a damn about her story. But there are thousands, millions of women out here that need a story like Trey's story to inspire them.
What's your
So,
Facebook?
Shank Rock,
Oh, okay. Shank Rock. That's your TikTok
yeah,
too?
yeah. Everything is
Okay.
Shank Rock.
Okay.
Shank Rock.
Okay.
And like I said, once I put her story up, I'm only going to take a clip out of this, put it on Facebook. Y'all share it out, share it out, share it out. So let me read a couple of these comments, and then I'm gonna give you your last words, and we're gonna get out of here. All right?
Okay. All right, my real great
Real.
creator. That's right, Shay.
Oh wow, what a blessing. What's your Facebook, Shank Rock? God will give you everything back.
Amen. I need it.
I tell her this all the time. This touch close to me. You're so strong, and you better know when one mother crying, we all cry. You're gonna pull through this. All stories matter. Any last words, Trey, before we get out of here?
I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. I'm reaching somewhere because I made it here. We started from the bottom. Hey, let's go. Wherever it's gonna take us, wherever God's
Let's
taking me,
go.
I want to go. Yeah, wherever God's taking me, that's
Let's
where I want
go.
to go. Whatever God's purpose is for me, that's what I want to do. That's it. I'm here to serve Him. I'm His vessel.
Well, Trey, I appreciate you for pulling up. And like I said before, we gotta stop judging people, and we gotta stop looking down on people, and we gotta stop laughing at people, because everybody got a story. Everybody got
Absolutely.
skeletons in their closet.
Absolutely.
Everybody got
Mine's just
dirt
on front
attached
street.
to their name.
Correct.
You know what I mean? We all got dirt attached to our name. So we gotta stop looking down on people. You know, like I said, I ain't putting it out there to be a fool to nobody. Cause you got some wicked people out here.
Yes, you do.
So
Yes, you
don't
do.
drop
Yes,
your guards. I don't want y'all to just drop your
keep
guards.
that third
You
eye
know,
open. Keep that third eye open. And continue to ask God for
no.
discernment. Discernment. You got to pray for that. The enemy come in, they come looking like the angels, baby.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, Trey. It was nice laughing with you. It was nice crying.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Look, for a minute, I was about to say, you know what? Look, let's shut this down. Let's come back tomorrow.
We had to take a little breather, take a couple of little
Yeah.
breaks, okay? Yes.
Yeah. But we got through it. We got
We
through
got
it.
through. That's right. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, and I appreciate you. Let's get out of here, Trey.
All right. Good night, y'all.
She said, OMG,
I'ma
she's just
always
so
be
real,
me.
and I love it. Yeah. Let's get out of here, Trey.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook. The Shank Rock is the wave of the future. The diagrams that I have up, where did this go wrong at?
Remember, we didn't know this happened to her.
Oh. That's how they figured out she was pregnant.
Around 3 o'clock that morning, I got random text messages and it was just pictures of her and the other little girl. I thought it was strange.
Some of y'all might say, who is Shank Rock? Shank Rock is black media. Well, what is black media? Black media is all about allowing black people to be themselves first. It's not about race. It's not about religion. It's not about politics. It's about doing what's right. It's about holding those that needs to be held accountable to be held accountable.